into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we'll see Christian Kirk. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Jaguars and the Texans next on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off the very rare tie a game ago.
And it'll be interesting to see what their mindset is going into this game. Sometimes that can be a deflator, and sometimes that can just really make you mad and more determined the next time out.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. Thinking anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And his first pass is incomplete. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville, with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And you look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle, they have number 14 in the NFL.
A lot of teams don't like to talk about it. They're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today, because they're going up against a top-5 passing offense in this one.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another tote for ETN. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And the Jaguars first down.
Now Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Free touchdown! Zay Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
To about the 40-yard line. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2 first downs have them up near.
That's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get on. Send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the pay, I'm talking about Benjamin Frank, not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his on. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach, I'm about my cheese, I'm moving around with 2 phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking and we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move. And they know they ain't seeing us, you pull all of your opinion, I double call.
Welcome back, everyone, to NRG Stadium in Houston. It's Texans football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 1.
Tag! Panther 60! Panther 60!
Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught by Dell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Stroud. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Go!
Throwing now is Stroud. That's taken in by Duvernay. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. He's still on his feet. He may go. Christian Kirk, touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Viking 18. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, fin with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them penny. Got 2 chains on, I'm too lit. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who I am.
Welcome back, everyone, to NRG Stadium in Houston. We're in the second quarter as it's the Texans in control of the football. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And taken right at the 35. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now the Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it, they think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Lawrence. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ryan Knoll, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston set to take over. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
Check, Bobcat, go!
On third down, Rich. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
Fourth down, here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On first down, Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And they'll run with ETN.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brenton Strange
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Rich.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set, tempo, set, let's go!
Now a handoff up the middle. Rich. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Dragon 16. Go.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Stroud.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Desmond Ridder strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. Kenny Pickett with a couple of touchdown tosses. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Sam Howell. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He was targeted often in the passing game in those first 2 quarters, finishing with 5 catches and a touchdown as well. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready?
On first down, Rich. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Now ETN to start the drive.
They juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Stroud looking to throw.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him, but found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. Went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line.
Big Lion. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Texans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Christian Harris in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Well, throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Here goes Stroud again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Got it, ready?
And 2.
Up the middle they go. Rich, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, Ron. Silver.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And that one too high and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And the Jags are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Stroud now on second down.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 30.
19 targets.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rich might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
Now Stroud.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Stroud.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jags, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dropped their 7th game on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
I can get it gone in a blink. We can make a from the same. He can make a call if he tweet.